When we first come into this world, we all come into the world on the same vibrational frequency, depending on the environment that we grew up in. So if I came into the world in San Bernardino, more people in San Bernardino are coming in on the same frequency. If I was born in like the Hamptons, more people are coming on that vibrational frequency. The frequency of San Bernardino and the frequency of the Hamptons are not even close to the same, okay? So then I started researching words and collective manifestation and stuff like that and energy, and I came across this word called Egregore, spelled out Egregore. And what it is, it's a collective manifestation principle. Now, reading this, it all made sense to me. I was like, oh, wow, that makes sense. But if you are skeptical, then what you got to do is research it more yourself and then experiment in your own life to come up with your own conclusions. All I can do is present you with this material, and you have to experience it yourself for you to say it's true or it's false. So let's get into it. An egregore is a living, energetic entity born from the collective focus, emotion, and intention of a group of people. When many minds align towards a shared vision or belief, their combined energy manifests as a powerful, self-sustaining thought form that influences both the creators and the surrounding reality. This phenomenon represents the art of manifestation on a collective scale, where a group consciousness merges into a single current of creation. Through unified thought, shared purpose, and emotional resonance, people can amplify manifestation energy beyond what any one individual could achieve alone. In essence, an egregore is the spiritual echo of group intention, the invisible architecture behind movements, organizations, and communities that radiate a distinct presence or aura. Wow, you hear that? So think about that. So it's a group manifestation effort. So when you have a husband and a wife together, you have the wife that has a feminine energy, the husband that has a masculine energy, and they come together to either build a family or a business or what have you. And that energy just expands, and grows, and they work as a team to get there. So with that being said, we are all programmed. And in chapter 6 of my book, When I Woke Up, My Bad Habits Led Me to Light, I write about my journey to healing. So I went to public school in America. I was told to pledge allegiance to the flag. This was the start of my patriotism programming. I unknowingly became a soldier for this country right then. I was just a kid. I was just a kid. Many others went on to enlist in the military and risk their lives to fight overseas for this country's government. But there's another war going on for those that unknowingly enlisted through alcohol and drug use. The war is inside you. Divide and conquer is the strategy. Now, what do I mean about that? So, in Egregore, right, to keep the idea of America going, when kids go to school in kindergarten, they immediately learn how to pledge allegiance to the flag. So that right there is building a group consciousness of America and pledging allegiance to the flag. Okay. And then there's another war going on for those that unknowingly listed through alcohol and drug use. The war is inside of you. Divide and conquer is the strategy. So for people out there that have never done any sort of drugs or drank or anything like that, you won't know necessarily what I'm talking about, because we're talking about energy, vibration, frequency. So when you take drugs, you put yourself on an energetic vibrational frequency of other people doing drugs that can connect to you negative thoughts, positive thoughts, or what have you, depending on what city you live in or where you're around. So if you grow up in San Bernardino, where there is so many homeless people on drugs, and you're taking the same drugs they are, even though you have a job, you're gonna be on their vibrational level. So let's say there's like 100 homeless people in one spot. Their energetic egregore group consciousness is spreading throughout the surrounding areas in the city. So people that are in that vicinity, that are even close to their vibrational level, it connects everybody together, right? And it makes it harder on other people. So think of it like this. You could be vibing high, but you come around 100 people that are vibing low, they're going to bring you down to their level. That's how it works. So people in the Hamptons, they're not going to see homeless people. They're surrounded by wealthy people with different types of mindsets, okay? So egregore, think of egregore as a group thought and consciousness. That's why a husband and a wife, once they come together, their energy connects, and then they're on the same frequency, the same thought. They can connect each other to the same thoughts and emotions. They know what each other are thinking. So let's go down to the power of collective manifestation now in the egregore. And egregore is a living energy from collective thoughts. Okay, how is an egregore formed? An egregore comes into existence when, number one, a shared idea or intention is born. Like if a whole bunch of people are on this platform going for the lottery, we are sharing an egregore, a group thought. We're helping each other elevate to that reality. It begins when a group focuses on a single purpose, whether spiritual, social, or creative. Number two, emotional energy is infused. The stronger the emotion, passion, devotion, love, fear, or even anger, the faster the energy collapses into form. Number three, repetition and ritual reinforce it. Repeated focus. Though meetings, symbols, prayers, mantras, and even digital sharing strengthens the energetic structure. So think of what they've been projecting to us on television our entire lives when we didn't have stuff in our minds to keep this system alive and going and keep people in fear, right? So they keep creating what they're seeing. So the whole idea is to disconnect from the hypnotism, connect to your world and the people around it to grow something great. Belief sustains it. The more people believe in it, the more tangible and self-sustaining it becomes. It begins to think and influence in return, guiding its creators subconsciously towards its continued existence. On a collective scale, this is the art of manifesting through group thought. When individuals come together in alignment, their minds, emotions, and intentions harmonizing, they amplify the creative power of consciousness itself. This is why movements, communities, and even corporations often develop a distinct spirit or aura. You can feel it when you walk into the temple, attend a concert, or even join an online collective with a strong sense of identity. You are stepping into its egregore, its energetic body. When used consciously, a positive egregore can become a magnetic field of manifestation, accelerating healing, abundance, and transformation. But when neglected or fueled by lower vibrations, such as greed or fear, it can distort, feeding on the same energy that created it. Ultimately, understanding egregores reminds us that we are all co-creators, whether as individuals or part of a collective. The energy we project doesn't just fade, it takes form, lives, and reflects our consciousness back to us. So, knowing this information, look into your life, look at the people around you, and start thinking, hey, am I living in an egregore of my group, our group consciousness? Now, if the group consciousness doesn't fit your consciousness, you have to find a new tribe. That's why your vibe attracts your tribe. So that doesn't mean you're going to be in any one egregore at any given time. We're in multiple egregores all the time, depending on what we're thinking and what we're talking about and who's around us. So if you don't want to be in the egregore of what is projected on television, then you turn it off. Wash your mind, come into nature, and start focusing on what you want to create with the people around you. And that's how it's done. So, knowing this newly found information, I challenge everybody to really look at the people around you and what you're creating. And it's never say the people around you are bad. They're just either on your vibe or not on your vibe. One of the two. So you're either going to create something together or you're not. One or two. Me, personally, I have different groups. People I'm creating with this. People I'm creating with this. People I'm creating with this. And then here by myself creating the whole thing. With that being said, go out, buy my book. When I woke up, my bad habits led me to the light, and I changed my reality. Go to my website, DragonFlowWellness.com, to pick up our natural, tattoo-safe skin oils today. With that being said, have a little bit of fun. Don't take this stuff too seriously. Live your life. Know what you want. Dragon out.